Hi guys, this is Omega1, and today I'm going to show you guys the instructions for my Assassin's Creed LEGO Hidden Blade. This video is for those who don't want to download the program and the file, although I do recommend you guys to use a program. Not only can you build your own builds on this, but you can also use the instructions at your own speed. In this video I go through them quite quickly, so if something's unclear, don't hesitate to put it in the comments and I'll try to answer your questions. Without further ado, let's start the instructions. This L-shaped lever is your trigger. Right now it's not fixed in place, so you'll have to hold it and then insert the axle. This is the axle that goes through the L-shaped lever. It's 4 long and comes out on one side. This little part is where the decorative wheel is going to be suspended on. Right now, it'll just fall down on its hinges. Once you attach the wheel, you'll have to hold it up. This will be quite tricky, so I recommend you guys put something underneath it so that it doesn't just fall down when you try to insert the wheel. Now right here I made a mistake. This mistake isn't in the original LDD file from my video, but I did make it right here. This little pin is supposed to be on the other side of the lever. In the end of the video, I'll show you how to fix this problem. It's very simple, but it's more clear if I do it in real life. So for the straps, I used lengths that fit for my arm. You guys might want to adjust them according to your arm length and width and all that stuff. So, when you're done with the LDD file, this is what you're supposed to have. First of all, I'm going to fix the problem that I had in my LDD file. So, right here you can see we have the pin facing towards the L-shaped lever. This is actually wrong because I thought you'd have to attach the string on this side, but you'll actually have to attach a rubber band on this. So just take the pin out, like this, and turn your thing around. And here we go. Now it's on the other side. So let me show it quickly. It's on the other side, and this will hold the rubber band. So there we go. This is how it's supposed to be. First of all, we're going to insert the blade into the build. So take your build, and you have to do this the right side, of course. You've got your little lever here. This is the blade is going to face towards that. So if we take our blade, this is a tip, of course. I'm going to put it like this. Now, of course, it'll be blocked right now because the lever is here, so you have to put it upwards. There you go. Slide it in all the way, and then you can put it down again if you want. And this is, of course, how the blade looks if it's extended. So after you've assembled the blade and the casing, you can start adding the rubber bands. So we've got one larger one and one smaller one. We'll start with the small one. This is going to hold the L-shaped lever and push it downwards so that it's rubber band pressurized. So we start off taking our model. As you can see, we have our lever here, and we've got a little pin here. So we're going to take our rubber band, put it around the pin. Now, very important, now you're going to put the rubber band behind the lever. So let me just take it like, god damn it. take like this. So you'll have to do it this way. The reason for this is simply because otherwise you might like flip over the L-shaped lever and it won't work anymore. So like this, and they've got several black pins. You'll have to put it at the like the ones that the one that's the farthest away. So this one here, and make sure that this pin here goes through the rubber band. So there's one part on top, one part on the bottom. So as you can see, now it should work. Now, of course, you have to kind of move it around a bit for yourself. I think it's actually better to put it on top of there. So yeah, both parts on top of here. I think that would work better. No. Yeah, that works best. So as you can see now, it's pressurized and it'll snap. So as you can see, now it's pressurized and it'll snap downwards. So now we're going to take the larger rubber band and add it to this. So for the larger rubber band, I suggest taking a rubber band that's quite big, like large, but already stretched a bit, because it's not good to take a rubber band that's too strong, because it'll just break your mechanism. Well, it won't break the mechanism, it'll still work, but it's not good for your Lego pieces if you put so much strain on them. So it's best to take quite a large one and then stretch it already a bit so that it's quite flexible. So we're going to start off by looking at our model. You can see we've got several pins here that we haven't used yet. These two right here and these two right here, as you can see. So we're going to lay the model right in front of us, take our rubber band, and you have two pins right here that are slightly farther than the other ones. So we're going to take the farthest one and put the rubber band around them, and then like this, as you can see, and then put the other part, like here, above the second pin. Same here. So it's going to go above this second pin. And then, of course, put the rest of the rubber band on here, on this little latch here. So now it's ready. As you can see, it kind of has a triangular, almost like Assassin's Creed sign form. So just a quick test. If you pull it back, it works. So the rubber band, the L-shaped lever snaps in, it's completely fixed, and if we trigger it, it's quickly triggered like that. So as you can see, it works. It does need some getting used to. As you can see, sometimes the rubber band still has to find its way into the mechanism, so you have to do it a few times and then it'll work well. So now for the string, I've got a way to make this, well, to make the string the right length, and I've already explained this in my Phantom Blade instructions video, but it's basically, I've got mine already customized. So you're going to put the string in through this little crossbar thing. So, you know, I've taken mine off, as you can see, but it would be like this. So basically what you do, you attach it to your arm, and then you just measure it up where you want it to have trigger, like at what angle that your hand is splayed. So if you want to have it trigger when you're completely splayed, you can just measure that up, or you want to trigger it when it's like at 45 degrees, you can like make that up for yourself. But anyways, I recommend to first make the string like at least a centimeter or something, or half of an inch too long, because it's much better to have it be too long than having it be too short. Because what you do once it's too long, you just start tying knots in it, and you might think that looks weird, but I think it's really nice because it works really well to get you the right length. So as you can see, I put some knots in here to make it shorter, and just like simple knots where you do it like this and then put it through. So very simple knots, and it will give you the right length for you to trigger. You'll have to make that out for yourself, of course. That's just free for you to do. I don't know what you're planning to actually do with this hidden blade. If you want it just to be like decoration or something, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's how you do it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope everything was clear. I'd also like to ask you guys to send me in pictures or videos, or even your YouTube videos. I'll make a shout out or something in an annotation of when you've finished the build, because I really like to see what you guys thought of it and stuff like that. So yeah, Again, thanks for watching. Omega1, signing out.